4. Here Comes Millie, successful for Des Douch in the Sapphire Crown, and for Artie, an absolute fairy tale if he was to get the job done.
Yeah, it was a good win last week, up against Flying Zulu, and you'll see the replay, and going down the back straight and around that 600-metre boxes, Flying Zulu, we thought, okay, how far is he going to win by? But then Here Comes Artie just picked them up and went bang, and it was some sort of a win. You know, was Flying Zulu disappointing, or was Here Comes Artie just that good of a win? And, you know, you have to make your mind up there. But at the sort of bigger price, around that $31 mark, $34 mark, it's probably been the best supported runner at the longer odds has Here Comes Artie.
Indeed, in the last replay, we might give a miss given we're under the pump from a time point of view here, but of course it was launch code, lead all of the way from box 1 and got the job done, defeating Stormy Day. Kat, you're in that out the parade jar with Dylan Sharp, who's got a fire.
Sure am. Thanks, boys. Dylan, you've got 3 runners through to the Group 1 Harrison Dawson. First of all, just how exciting is it for the team to have 3 runners in?
It's very exciting. Yeah, we're just blessed to get all 3 of these into the final. So, yeah, really happy.
Let's start with the fire, because he's now won 5 or 6 in a row, been in hot form since he returned from a break.
Yeah, he's just been immaculate. So, yeah, it's crazy, but yeah, we're really happy how he's going, and yeah, we're looking forward to what he can do tonight.
His form at the Meadows was excellent, then to come here last week on a track that you wouldn't have thought was overly quick and run 29.19.
Oh, yeah, it just blew me away, honestly. I didn't expect him to run that time, looking at all the other times. There's a lot of talented dogs in that one, so yeah, it was crazy.
And punters have really rallied around him tonight. He's been well supported. Off box 1, do you think he's the best chance for the team?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, best chance, definitely.
And that's a big call to say, given that in box 2 is Morton, and he's been just so consistent for your family. Of course, landed the Group 1 Gold Bullion up at Albion Park in January.
Yeah, yeah, Morton's always a worry, so yeah, all right. Better get going.
We'll walk and talk. So Morton goes into it. What do we give his chances off box 2?
Probably place, I reckon. I don't think he would jump as fast as a lot of other dogs in this race will. So, yeah, hopefully he can run a place or he can even win. But yeah, Fire's really the man, I think.
And Stormy Day rounds out your chances?
No. Oh, I don't know.
We'll make that simple. But I did also notice that Mum and Dad are on track. They just got off the plane from Paris. Yep. You should have told them to get back on the plane. You did a pretty good job last week.
Yeah, I should have, but they need to come back and, yeah, see what's going on. So, yeah.
Well, best of luck with your 3 in the final.
Thank you.
Dylan Sharp boys and Team Sharp have a big chance in this race. 3 runners through, including 2 of the top elects.
They've got this race by the scruff of the neck, no 2 ways about that, Cat. And a fire specifically, Gretchy, since the box draw was conducted last Thursday night, has been hammered since then.
Yeah, Patch, we went up about 5 minutes after the box draw being conducted last week. $3.30 a fire, now into even money. Did touch as low as $1.70 today, but now back out to even money. Still seeing a lot of support for a fire there in box 1. Super impressive last week from box 6. Comes up the cherry tonight. If he repeats his performance like last week, he's going to be extremely hard to beat. Now, I did tip him on top, but he got in that $1.70 mark. I thought that was a bit too short. Now he's back out to even money. Morton sitting there at $2.90. He's been rock solid all week. If you're looking for something at a bit of value, Here Comes Artie there in box 7 has been $34 into $16, and at that longer price has been the best supported runner each way, but still all the money for a fire. Now even money. If you want to get on, now's the time.
It's all about a fire and his kennel mate Morton. We spoke about some of the past winners of the Sapphire Crown before, but how about this race in the last 10 years? The likes of Fernando Bale, My Redeemer, Orson Allen, Simon Sol, Helen Tigalong Tonk, and last year, Amron Boy. Who will it be in 2024? Let's find out. Dan Hibbert for the call of the Harrison Dawson.
Won last year by Amron Boy. They're getting ready. The green light is turned on. Set to run. The Harrison Dawson, favourite the red. racing. A fire jump well from the inside. There was speed out from Flying Zulu and Stormy Day. Stormy Day's going to get across and lead here from Flying Zulu and Morton. A fire's back on the rail. Next in the field was Smooth Plane. Further back then to Launch Code. Well back flying the van, and here comes Artie. Stormy Day the leader, out by 3. Flying Zulu trying hard. Morton running on, and then a fire, but it's Stormy Day. Stormy Day in front of Flying Zulu, and he will win. Stormy Day's won the Harrison Dawson, beat Flying Zulu. Morton's run 3rd, 4th a fire, 5th then was Smooth Plane. Next in Launch Code. From Here Comes Artie, and it was one of the last with Follow the Band, time 29.26. It's a Jason Sharp.
Team, we're ready. Now, Team Sharp, Dylan Sharp, wash your mouth out. I asked you, the last question I asked you, Stormy Day, can he win? No, that was your answer. What do you make of that?
Like I said, it's just what he feels on the day, really, and I think tonight was his night, and he's just shown what he can actually do. So I'm very impressed with him, and sorry for doubting him, but yeah, good boy.
Now, you had the honour of handling him. Just how exciting is this to be part of Team Sharp and to win it with Stormy Day?
Absolutely amazing. I couldn't be more prouder of our team, and just an absolute privilege to be coming tonight and to be all a part of it. And yeah, it's first ever Group 1 for me, so it's very rewarding.
How long have you been working for Jason Jess?
Almost a year now. I'd say the best year. So.
And what was your thoughts when they asked you to handle in tonight's final?
Oh, I was just ecstatic. I was just over the moon. I couldn't believe when I actually got a chance to handle, like our whole team worked so hard. And just to be a small part of it even was just amazing. Like, I would have happily come and catch him, but to handle him is an absolute honour. It is an absolute privilege.
And tell us about Stormy Day at home. What kind of dog is he like?
He's beautiful. He's absolutely beautiful. One of the best, brother to Morton, and they're both all lovely dogs. All 3 that were in tonight are absolute pleasures to have in the kennel. So.
And how exciting is this for the team? Because, of course, Jason Jess have just been over to Paris, and now to return tonight, they were straight to the track, and you guys have delivered them a Group 1 win with the one they probably least expected.
Oh, absolutely. I couldn't imagine how they're feeling at the moment. They're very deserving, and it's all the hard work the team has put in has definitely paid off.
We'll go give him a big hug. You're part of the team, and congratulations on winning the Harrison Dawson.
Thank you so very much. Thank you.
Stormy Day, what an upset there in the Harrison Dawson boys, and we thought Team Sharp had a good chance of winning it. I don't think anyone expected it to be that result, though.
As I say, Gretchy, cop that. Longest price runner in the race, and he has gone whack early on, showed amazing early speed, and he's shown that he can do this. I mean, he's gone really well tonight and still hasn't eclipsed his PB of 29 and 19. So for him, as a brother of Morton, the reports were that he broke in better than what Morton did. It's just that replication week after week he hasn't been able to accomplish, but on the biggest stage that he's seen, he's been able to go bang.
Wow, what a win. And I said before the race that Team Sharp had one hand on the Harrison Dawson Trophy, and I didn't think that one hand was going to be the paw of Stormy Day, that's for sure. He's, like you said, the longest price runner in the field. He's gone 29.28. The 5:01 early is the key there. And
18.56, he's humming to the back as well.
Yeah, and Flying Zulu was going there, running second. A Fire had its chance. It jumped 3rd, but, the kennel mate, Stormy Days, just jumped to the front, carved across the field, and was too good. There was a little bit of hardy mouth stuff probably in the last 2 or 3 strides. And as we've heard, Team Sharp have got off the plane from Europe and have hit the Sandown Park track. I heard a few yells from up in the grandstand here, Patrick. I'm not too sure if you heard him, but I heard the yells saying, go, go. And tell you what, Stormy Days, he's got the biggies there. It's $41 and they left the money there with the Fire.
And the photo ended up a bit closer than what we thought it was going to be down the back, didn't we? Flying Zulu was huge in defeat.
Yeah, it definitely was. And like I said, it's probably the last 2 or 3 strides there. We've got a bit hard in mouth stuff there for Team Sharp with Jason Thompson's Flying Zulu coming home over the top and almost grabbing it. So good run there from it. And Team Sharp have run 3rd with Morton as well, who's finished 3rd and the Fire's finished 4th. So Team Sharp with the duet of Stormy Day and Morton, and he wasn't disgraced by any means either, Morton.
Not at all, and we've seen some terrific ownership involvements within these two Group 1s that we've seen here tonight. We heard the one connected to Here Comes Millie just before, but this one in the Harrison Dawson, part owned by Jason Sharp and also Daryl Heathcote, who's been an integral part of the Sharp camp for a number of years now. So he owns Stormy Day as well as his little brother in Morton, and is on one hell of a ride. And Gretchy, for a bloke like Daryl who's been involved in the sport for a long time, without knowing his history in great depth, I'd say success hasn't been on the scale of what he's facing at the moment. So it just can't help but feel happy for people like that who have poured so much into the sport and in times like this enjoyed what's such a significant moment.
Most definitely, Patch. It's good to see the people who've been in the sport a while and keep putting the money back in the sport, get the rewards that they deserve. And, you know, you run 1-3 there, so there's plenty of fun to have these greyhounds. Morton's already a Group 1 winner, and now Stormy Day's a Group 1 winner. So there's 2 out of that litter now. These two brothers, Group 1 winners. And then, you know, where do they go from here? Where do you see I think Morton probably heads back up to Queensland, and does he have a travelling partner and a competitor as well in Stormy Day going with him?
I'm not sure. He doesn't strike me as a greyhound to sort of go from strength to strength off the back of this. I think his best performances are few and far between, but those best performances are absolutely sensational, as we've seen here tonight. Yeah, no doubt a Fire and also Morton be heading north up to Queensland for the carnival up there. Did you see how their races played out? Because a Fire began pretty well and seemed to be impacted by Stormy Day coming across. So a bit of friendly fire.
Yeah, friendly fire. It's a good one there from you, Patch. Yeah, no, I think a Fire jumped well. Stormy Days was just about a length quicker and carved across the field. And I think it was Flying Zulu also put a bit of pressure on there to a Fire. I'd have to watch the replay again, but he was sitting third going through the pan, and Morton hooked out, got to the middle of the track where he wanted to be, and he finished off strongly. But all honours to Stormy Day. Found the front. Morton was good. A Fire, you know, maybe a tad disappointing, but Flying Zulu was very good, especially off the back of last week where he thought he might have won the heat. He finished off really strong tonight, and you know, another stride or two might have got there in the end from Flying Zulu, but Morton a good run, Flying Zulu a good run, but all honours to Stormy Day.
He's been very good, and to win at those sort of odds, this sort of race, and turn up his finest work on the biggest stage there is in terms of his career is a sensational achievement, and his background as well. Side by Tommy Shelby, who's having a great run. He was an absolute jet and one of the all-time greats on the racetrack, and it's always nice to see, like we saw with Fernando Bale and continue to see, that on-track form taken off the track from a breeding point of view.
Yeah, he won the Group 1 Perth Cup too. Tommy Shelby was Uncle Tommy there in the Perth Cup, so
had the success with Morton up in Queensland last year.
Morton in Queensland, and now the little brother in Stormy Day. So, you know, Tommy Shelby was a very, very popular greyhound on the track, and now he's taking that off the track, and no doubt the success of these greyhounds in these Group 1s, he's going to see more and more and more pups coming from Tommy Shelby in the future.
100%. He's a nice-looking dog, isn't he, too? Do you like the brindles?
No. I don't
Not a
want to be
fan.
too harsh. Yeah, I love them all. I love greyhound racing. I love the animal itself, but I do like the sort of red fawn myself. Big fan of the red fawn. But
Got a favourite red fawn in years gone by? Was Miata a red fawn, or was she just fawn?
I think maybe Cindine Shelby might have been, but
Before my time, that.
yeah. So. But yeah, he's a good-looking dog. He looks like he'll still go around again. Stormy Day there. He's looking well, and you know it's good to see Team Sharp. We just saw him there on track. They, like we said, he got off the plane at Europe. No more ballet, straight into Group 1 action, and they get the victory. Probably with not the greyhound they expected to win it with, but still the Group 1 win.
Indeed, and while we get knee deep in the festivities of the celebrations, Kat, we'll get back out to you, and you've got the bet of the moment, Jason Sharp.
Jason Sharp, you had 3 runners going into tonight's final. In what world was Stormy Day going to be your winner?
I don't know. I had this inkling that he could lead, and if he led, he was going to be hard to beat. So he did it. He jumped tonight, and he likes to jump from wide boxes, so he done well.
Now, Little Birdie told me that this fella actually broke in faster than what Morton did.
He did a little bit, yeah. He had just after breaking, he had pretty bad metacarpal, so he got put away for about 3 or 4 months, and yeah, he's just been in Morton's shadow the whole time, but yeah, he's done really well tonight.
You're always confident, though, that the dog had a lot of ability, and naturally putting him in this series, you knew that you had a fast dog there.
Yeah, we were thinking about sending him to Perth to Steve Withers, sorry, I better get that right. But we didn't have enough time, so in the end, yeah, he came here, and he'll probably go up to Brisbane in a couple of weeks.
Well, he's a Group 1 winner now, but just how exciting is it for the team to have the run that you're having at the moment? I mean, you've had a lot of dogs for a lot of years, and I think it was Cooter Mayhem that ran a placing in a Melbourne Cup a few years back, but the ball's really rolling now. Of course, Morton won a Group 1 up in January.
Yeah, it's so lucky, and we've got a great team, and even great owners that really support us. So we're really lucky, and the family. We've been gone for 2 weeks, and yeah, they ran first and third in a Group 1, and they've done well, and fourth. So you couldn't ask for much more.
And you were emotional winning that gold bullion up in Brisbane, and does it get any easier to process, or are you still just as excited?
No, I love it. You just want it more and more. Every time you win one, you just want to keep coming back and try and win the next one.
Is that what you love about greyhound racing, just this thrill you get out of it, or what is it that you love most about having these dogs and coming to the track and being in these moments?
Oh, having group dogs is unbelievable. It's like I said to you in Brisbane, it's a dream come true, and you're just so lucky to have them, and you haven't got them forever, so you just got to grab it while you can.
And what's the story behind this litter? Of course, by Tommy Shelby, that's where the Steve Withers connection would come in, but how did you come to get these dogs?
Daryl, he bought 2 of them at 3 months and got us to rear them, and the 2 boys, and break them in and pre-train them. So we've done everything from 3 months of age. So, yeah, it's a bit of a journey with them. So it's been good.
And we heard from Nadine after the race. She, of course, handled Stormy Day, and he was the outsider of your 3 going into it, but she was so excited. And what significance has she played to part of the team over the last 12 months?
She came to us maybe roughly around 12 months ago. So she's a great worker, always keen to work, and she just loves the dogs. And even at home now, we have litters of pups, and she's in there playing with them and cuddling them and loving them as she does every day, sort of thing. So she's a great addition to us, and she does a really good job.
And that's what it's all about. You like having that family atmosphere, the hands-on connection with the dogs, and making them all feel like they're a bit spoiled as well.
Yeah, that's it. The more love you give them, the more love they give you back. That's the way I look at it.
And you just mentioned as well, you guys have been in Paris the last few weeks. So you flew in this afternoon straight to Sandown Dogs. Didn't go home to sleep off the jet lag, but what was it like last week watching the 3 of them make the final from in Paris? Where were you?
I was actually at Versailles Palace. So when Morton won, I was in King Louis's bedroom. So I could only listen to it on RSN. So, and then
might have been the first time that anyone's ever listened to a greyhound race in King Louis's bedroom.
And there was a bit of fist pumping, but anyway. And the other one, a fire I listened to into the big entry room, which is unbelievable. It's so beautiful.
And just how proud are you of Dylan and the rest of the team for holding down the fort while you were gone and producing this, because a lot of the credit has to go to him. Yeah, look, the whole team, they do a great job, and the more pressure you put on them, the more they give you back. You know what I mean? And that's great that they can do that. Now, I think we're getting shoot off the track, and I think you better book some more plane tickets to Paris, because the team has a bit more luck when you're overseas. Yeah, I think they want me to do some work now, so yeah, I'll never hear the end of this. So anyway, I'll be all right. We'll go and enjoy it, give Jess a big hug, and go give the dogs a cuddle and enjoy the moment. Thanks, Kat. See you guys. That was Jason Sharp, boys, who, of course, boil over in the Harrison Dawson, but a sensational result and a sensational story behind the scenes as well. A big team and family effort there.
And Kat, that was a great interview. And Gretchen, we joked about it tongue-in-cheek last week about Jason and Jessica going to the ballet and comparing the performance that would have been put on there to what a Fire and Morton did here last Thursday night. But I know in the post-race celebrations, who knows what's possible after the experiences they've had. As to what you could experience enjoying a cold refreshment at the Sharps property. Yeah, wow. What an experience they've gone through over the last 2 weeks. I think being away in Paris last week and watching these greyhounds make the Group 1 final, they probably thought they were missing out, not being on track, and they're being away and
probably trying to enjoy the experience of being in Paris, but then they're also missing out on the love of their lives, these greyhounds, you know, making some of the biggest finals that we have here in the country, and then they've come back on track tonight and got the victory. Do you think it means a little bit more, or they get a little bit more emotional when it's a greyhound they sort of didn't expect to sort of win that? They've had 3 in the race tonight. You've got the 2 favourites, but then you get the 40-1 chance. Do you think you get a bit more emotional because it's least expected?
Yeah, possibly. And I guess that's the rush of adrenaline, isn't it? If the